Hello everyone, welcome to an episode of Magic Arena Run. Today we're taking a look at, well, this is brand new. It's Arena Cube Sealed. So this is a sealed deck, but it's not exactly a mystery booster since we get to see what's inside here. I'm suspecting that this is a curated list of everything in is historic. I'm gonna take a look, see if there's anything that has unique. Otherwise, I suspect that this is pretty much it's 555 cards. Nothing seems to. It's looking like it's a huge historic pile, which would be quite interesting. Yeah. Okay. Yep. This is essentially historic sealed. And well, it's only 3,000. I'm willing to give it a shot. That said, you only break even at 4 wins, and you get it converted to gems at 5, so that's not too bad. You'll get some cards nonetheless. Now, it says creme de la creme, but I'm suspecting it's just taken from everything. But you know what? I'll do it so that you guys can see what it's like. And right off the bat, okay, let's start with. Well, it's unfortunate they don't give us the whole pack and actually, now I notice. Oh, this is horrible. Okay, we got two mythics in the rare and white. Well, actually, oh, okay. It's looking like it's quite it's curated in a way that. Okay, we can ignore rarities at this point. This one is really all over the place. So we get to play with almost everything. Let's actually take a look at our lands. Okay. Okay. So not too bad. Hallowed Fountain, Temple of Deceit. So Grixis looks like a nice selection. Jeskai is also serviceable. There's also a treasure map, so we have a way to dig for our lands. So that's a good start. Let's take a look at our multicolored stuff. Yeah. Black-red is looking very good. Blue-black. We got a bit of blue-red also, though. We have to check how many legendary creatures we got. Also got an Uro, which is going to be interesting. So Teamer is also a possibility. Burning Tree Emissary kind of helps. I really want to build black-red at least. What we pair with it's another story. I haven't played with Huatli in a while. She was not that impressive in her first outing. Okay, so let's check the. Okay, let's check the stuff I didn't check. So let's check green at least. So green's actually quite good too. So we got Questing Beast, Biogenic Ooze, Uro if we are Swing Splash. Once Upon a Time. So that's a very. So the looks like the Teamer plan is not too far off, and City's Blessing maybe not too hard, especially we got with Biogenic Ooze. Elvish Visionary to help us a card draw. Sampling Migration's one way around it too. Reese the Redeem can just be a green card, so that's. So the mana base is going to be a problem here. Yeah, so if we go green-blue, we don't have any blue-red. We don't have any green. We don't have any green-red either. Shame, looks because green looks really good. We can also just go green, black, red, jun them out. Splash Uro, I suppose. Now we have Incubation Druid as a way to. We have Incubation Druid, Paradise Druid, and Once Upon a Time, so that's a way to filter our mana. Let's see what else we got here. Let's check out white. White, as I mentioned, my first look was that we got several good rares, but our Pacifism, Prison Realm, that's our only removal. We don't have anything in the bottom end. Circle of Loyalty doesn't look like it's playable unless black has knights. Okay, blue looks relatively deep. We got Tricks, which is a good trick. Flood of Tears is a way to reset the board. Exclusion Mage is okay. Well, I guess it's not just pure historic. Is looking like a powered cube of sorts. At least they got the then here black. Not so much. We only got one bit of removal. Phyrexian Arena. Command the Dread Horde, we're probably not going to be able to play. Massacre Girls are other bit of removal. Not too impressive. Black might end up being the splash. Red is probably more impressive. Robber of the Rich, Slaying Fire even if it only hits for a tree. Got an Ilharg so we can bust out some of the bigger stuff. What's your big stuff? Uro nuts? No. Okay, so my first impression is that I'm gonna get really confused building this one. I definitely want red for sure. Between Rekindling Phoenix, Ilharg maybe, Robber of the Rich is good. Let's put in the burn spells. Slaying Fire. Risk factor, it's basically just burn 4, but we got Gutter Snipe. Also have to check out how many historic stuff we have. We might be able, like we got Ilharg, got an Crow and War, so that triggers. Okay, let's, cause with blue we got, well, Spark Double's not quite, but we do have tricks. We have Alirios, that's okay. Kind of want to just do red green. Maybe splash blue or splash black. That's the question. Okay, let's take a look at our green reds. Definitely Burning Tree Emissary, Ooze Beast, Wayward Sword Tooth, Visionary, Incubation Druid. We can use Elvish Reclaimer as way to tutor lands of sorts. Green has the most utility here. Rabbit Bites are removal. It's what we're splashing that's a question. Actually, we do have red-white stuff. So, Huatli and Tolsimir is not bad. We actually also have a Clifftop Retreat and a Windscarred Crag. How many creatures do we have? 13. Because we also got removal. Because we got God Eternal Oketra. It's a bit... Okay, we might... Tolsimir's good. Huatli is questionable, but I guess she's okay. Terranika's a no, but definitely Prison Realm, Pacifism. 15 creatures, 8 spells. We could add in Reese the Redeemed is a 1-drop. Not too keen on. Let's check our red cards again. Because our black sadly is not so good. We got like 1-2 pieces of removal, a good card in Rankle, some removal in Massacre Girl. That's it. Phyrexian Arena, sure. Oh, got Rampaging Ferocidon. We definitely have to run that. Actually, between that and Tibalt, we can kind of overwhelm. Okay, maybe we don't need to run white. The white is looking a bit iffy at this point. Let's just cut those. Tibalt, Crow and War. Then let's see what's our green. Do we have anything better? Keeper Fables is okay. Setes and so what we have here, 15 and 8. Got a bit of a curve. So the trick is, oh, cut the Pacifism. I want to splash for Uro, but let's check our mana base. So actually we don't. Yeah, we don't get to use any of these cards if we do that. I could put in a breeding pool, use that as the Uro splash, but we need double blue. What's our blue anyway? Because it's looking like blue-red is doable. Yeah, tricks, spark double. Guess blue-red's kind of doable also. Though it doesn't have the big creatures like we have here. Got some control elements. Between Exclusion Mage and Blink of an Eye, we can buy quite a bit of time. Ashok can be a blue card. Okay, let's go check on how many. Okay, let's check on how many red historic cards we have here. That's Tibalt, a Crow and War, Ilharg. That's just 3. Okay, that's not impressive. If we add blue, that's 4, 5. This means it's not legendary, so it's only 5. And Ashiok's probably a 6. Rankle makes it a 7. Butcher, Stormfist Crusader, Judith. These are not bad also. The Stormfist Crusader will help us draw cards. Oh, we also got Massacre Girl too. I'm guessing the man... I'm gonna cut some cards first. Let's see how it looks like. Cut those 2. So definitely want these 2. Spark Harvest, sure. Bacon to the Pie's not bad. Check our blue. Okay, if we run Joyra, we want Ashiok. Want Tricks. Okay, maybe not so much on this red stuff, because we do want to be able to play Blink of an Eye, Admirals. Oh yeah, check our colorless stuff. Actually, our colorless stuff's quite good. We even have a Traxos, though we're not going to untap this much. Immortal Sun. We can ruin someone's day with that. Also got a okay, Weatherlight not so much. Though it's a 4/5. Helm of the Host. Realistically, it's these 2. Okay, let's cut that. 13 and 10, so we need to cut some more spells. Let's cut the Blink. We need to add a creature. Traxos is interesting, but we don't really have a way to untap it outside of... Okay, so... Experimental Frenzy. You may play the top card of your library. Well, this is a way to keep drawing cards. Electro Dominance is... But we need some actual creatures. Probably not the Lizard. Valeros is fine. Actually, Exclusion Mage is also fine too. Fae of Wishes is interesting. We can take anything off our sideboard. Okay, let's... I'm definitely keeping the Fae of Wishes in. Because we have plenty of cards we can take out of the sideboard. Like Flood of Tears, Tassa's Intervention. Blink of an Eye if we have to. Sling Fire. So we want to prioritize creatures and stuff. We can cut the Crow and War. Let's check our mana base 6-7. So we're primary red. Yeah, Robber of the Rich, kind of random. Viashino Pyromancer, quite aggro, but not quite. Okay, let's cut that one. So that's 15 and 8. I want to cut another 3 drop in exchange. How many instants and sorceries do we have? 4 instants, no sorcery, so we're cutting the Gutter Snipe. Let's add another creature in, probably the Spark Double. Because it's either Spark Double or put back the Pyromancer. Well, actually, Spark Double's not a bad play. Also note that we're running Tibalt. That's virtually a... This one's virtually a creature. And let's see, we don't have much in the way of Planeswalkers, which is a shame. Well, we don't have any in green. I'm confused. I really want... Because this is my first instinct, but I could also just do green-red, then... What are artifacts again? We can use Traveler's Amulet, and... We can use Traveler's Amulet as a splash. That's the other plan. We also have Paradise Druid, so that's another way around it. Because the other plan is just go green-white. Because God Eternal Oketra is really annoying. I'm guessing... For me, usually the tiebreaker would always come down to the land base. And I'm not too keen on just having the red-white stuff, even though red-white's... Because I'm going to be primary green if ever. The green just didn't have that much support. So okay, I'm gonna go with this build for now. It's admittedly a bit scary because I feel like there's more power in the other stuff. Let's check how Also need to check how many actual historic cards we have. So let's. Oh no, I already did the counters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, I guess that's fair enough. So we're gonna be kind of leaning on Spark. Okay, so we can afford to get 3 losses, so not too bad actually. So let's give this one a shot. Let's see how well we do. Though I'm not too convinced. Well, actually, be fair, the list is quite curated a bit. Okay, so we can turn 1 Sheev, hold up Sheev and Fire. We got a turn 3 for Ferocidon. We just need 1 more land for Rankle, which is okay. But the problem is, our opponents are definitely playing with as much power, if not more, than what we have. So, okay. Turn 2 Mindstone is good actually. So, but if we have to snipe something, that's gonna be annoying. At least but we have to keep that option open. If it's something, okay, Viashino Pyromancer. Okay, maybe not so much. Because this is my other black source. I need this in order to play Rankle. And I can play tricks after that, so... But... Let's pause. Let's see what our opponent does. Our opponent might actually... I didn't see that many aura enchantments. That's usually one thing to consider. Heraldic Banner. Okay, no, we can burn that in response. So opponent kind of blanked the turn. So we will probably just play Ferocidon next turn. The Mind Stone is not gonna go over that well. But we got a good turn 3, turn 4, turn 5 play, so I'm not too nonplussed about it. When it's actually playing Jeskai, he could have had God's Willing, so that's something concerned. When it might... Interesting thing is I can just play Rankle, force the discard. I'm okay with discarding Mind Stone because we already have all our colors at this point. Goblin Electromancer. Oh yeah, we're also going to be taking damage when we play Rankle, but that should be fine. Also has Menace, Brazen Borrower. Actually, that changes plans a little bit. It allows us to play Mind Stone into Ferocidon. We can also play Mind Stone into Ashiok, but Ashiok's just going to end up taking a hit. We'll save Ashiok for much later. Also, Rankle can easily get blocked by Brazen Borrower, so I'm going to actually save it for tricks. Opponent's probably not just going to swing and... He's going to want to cast something for sure. You know what? We'll take the hit. Opponent will have to play 2 creatures. And we can flash tricks if we have to. Opponent plays Brazen Borrower. Okay. Opponent going for the response. That's fine. I don't know if the opponent suspects anything. He did name blue, but thankfully it's only 4-1. A second, Tasa Deep Dwelling, sure. And the red's all tapped. Can blink Electromancer, sure. We can actually swing up into the air now with Rankle. Also got Robber of the Rich, but I don't need the extra lands. I'm gonna actually just play Robber and play Rankle. And we're gonna make our opponent discard the last card. trade's good. So discard a card. Yeah, each player discards a card. Oh, good. That was an Agent of Treachery. Woo! Opponent was 1 mana away from, yeah, and they had the Tasa combo too. Oh my, that was very scary. It's a good thing we had the rush. We got the rush attack. So yeah, let's keep going. This one's, now people are saying that yeah, there's no real benefit to this. Well, it's, you're pretty much paying for the experience. Now, if you think of it this way, if you're thinking of what value you get out of it in terms of the cards you get, I can equally say that the Vintage Cube has no value whatsoever too. So definitely it's iffy. We don't have anything until much later. I guess I can just play Fae of Wishes early as a blocker. Yeah, sure. Why not? So do turn 2 Fae of Wishes. We're probably not going to benefit from the... Well, technically we could much later. If we're going to benefit off something like, say, Flood of Tears and whatnot, we're playing... Okay, opponent's quite aggro. It's looking like everyone's going to be picking red because aggro is probably the... Okay. I'm kind of doing the same thing. Opponent... That's a Bloodfell Caves. 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess it's fine. Actually, you know what? It's fine. I don't really... Our opponent didn't play anything, so I don't need to play this either. So turn 3, we have Exclusion Mage. Turn 4, Rekindling Phoenix. Turn 5, Tricks. Then 5 or greater, so this doesn't quite benefit. Opponent's got Temple of Malice. Opponent hasn't played anything, so I might not even play Exclusion Mage yet either. Okay, let's take... Okay, no plays. So I'll play the Dragon Skull Summit and just leave it at that. Yeah, it looks like we're all taking our sweet time here. So if our opponent also has a Rekindling Phoenix, I can just squeeze the Immortal. I also got an Ilharg as well, so it just comes back to hand. Let's force our... Well, there is Eat to Extinction. There's probably an Exile effect, so won't be able to quite protect it. We can only bounce a creature an opponent controls. See what our opponent's playing Jund, so... Well, definitely these two... Yeah, he did have an Eat to Extinction. Okay, fair enough. Let's got that out of the way. I'd rather that one gets extinct over, say, Ilharg, because Ilharg is a recursive threat. And outside the game, this is technically sideboard, so I can't really get it back. Okay, we definitely want to play this. Yeah, I want to play Ilharg first. No point, no point trying to ambush Squee. If any, we want to force our opponent to start expending their removal or whatnot. Murderous Rider. Okay, so it's paying life. Put that back. Sure. Yes. So we'll take another 2 damage, so it's not too bad. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can just float Tricks. Shouldn't be too bad. Opponent probably has to... Yeah, looks like opponent is removal heavy. Okay, does he have... Okay, not bad. 2 cards for 1. That's fine. Although he does get to cast this back from exile. We got Bacon to apply. We're also gonna get Ilharg next turn, though we're in... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7... gonna actually just choose or see what we have that's actually favorable here. Favorable wins. Okay. None of our planeswalkers are gonna make it. A Crone War is interesting. Command the Dread Horde. Ooh. Actually, Command the Dread Horde is something I can take. Yeah. Let's give our opponent another target. So far, our opponent hasn't quite punished us in terms of life totals, so we can. And let's see, opponent doesn't have much in the way of creep. He plays Murderous Rider. He might be stuck on mana. So I'm definitely not bounce. Oh, Ilharg Exclusion Mage is an interesting combo at this point. And if anything happens, I could actually just abort the Command the Dreadhorde plan. Really curious. Opponent now hits 6 mana. They're probably going to drop something big. Carnage Tyrant is going to be a problem. And no blocks. Let's see what our opponent actually has. Because our opponent's definitely representing playing a big creature. I do not want to bounce with Exclusion Mage, that's for certain. Opponent could just replay Squee, though Trample kinda... Oh, that's actually not a bad target for Exclusion Mage. I definitely don't want to bounce Murderous Rider. Josu Vess. I also definitely don't want to bounce that. I want to bait that. Yeah, definitely not bouncing that one. I'm not going to give him that opportunity. Then guess we can play Tibalt. So it will cancel out the Murderous Rider. So far, Joy was not getting any. Also note that, yeah, opponents can't gain life. So I'll swing with... No, just swing with 1. Then decline. I'm definitely not playing Exclusion Mage, no good targets here. Opponent plays Black Lance Paragon. That's actually fine. We will... Opponent doesn't gain life, and we get to put Ilharg back. So as long as our opponent doesn't have a good answer to Ilharg, we just keep playing it. We really have to force our opponent to use up these cards, though. Opponent seems to be playing Jund Flash. That's actually interesting. Opponent plays Squee. If he swings at Murderous, plays Colossal Majesty. Okay, that's a bit of a dud. Probably should not have played Squee. Probably should not play Squee. He might have whenever I cast a creature effect, so that might be what his game plan is.
My assistants are painfully slow.
Okay. Where are the creatures we can get back? Josu Vest. So this is 4, 5, 6. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Ooh, that's quite close. I can wait on this, actually. Let's first crack the pie. So at least as long as Tybalt stays alive, he gets... Opponent plays Squee again. Really curious what his other 3 cards are if he keeps... Because some Squee the Immortal is annoying, but not quite relevant. I could actually snipe the Murderous Rider right now just so I don't have to worry about it again. And let's wait. Because the thing is, he still has no answer to Ilhard. So now I'm the one. So now I'm the one playing the waiting game. I'm really curious whether opponent plays Hippie. Okay, Hippie's good if you can play him early. This late, that's a no. Okay, sure. Yeah, it's kind of... Okay, he's going for it. Let's see, does he have a pump effect? He might have a burn effect, actually. Yeah, I feel like our opponent hasn't played... Well, Josephus is big, but the opponent hasn't exactly played anything. So yeah, you can keep holding back. Actually, I tapped my mana. Yeah, this is tap mana wrong. Assassin's Trophy, destroy target permanent, gets ourselves... Yeah, sure, actually. So what happens is, I get to search for the land first. Let's make it a mountain. Then... One's gonna run out of removal eventually. Varric's Blade Wing with Kicker. No haste, so I can... Hey, Adamant, we're burning it. Then we're bouncing the token. So the opponent's down to 2 cards and living off the top of the light. Still does nothing. Not Dreadhorde Butcher, so we'll play Exclusion Mage. Bounce the token. Play Dreadhorde Butcher. So play Squee again, just and Gallia of the Endless Dance. Could swing with everything. Nope, chooses not to. So yeah, you know what? I'm definitely getting back. I definitely want to get it. 3 cards back. Let's hope I don't get burned out by Banefire at the end. That would be so embarrassing. So I definitely want Varric's. And I want Tricks. Actually, just submit just those 2 guys. Opponent has Elvish Visionary. Okay, gets to draw a card. So basically, I'm just gonna try to win off the top. So we got 9 damage. What? Oh, looks like that's a lot of burn spells. Now that I think of it. Murderous Rider, Eat Extinction, Slaying Fire, Assassin's Trophy, and you got Ilhart again. Guess, yeah, opponent needs for cycling. Oh, so the yeah, I should have noticed cycling lands right there too. Opponent. Oh, I guess that's it. There could be a Mastermind's Acquisition. Okay, so I'm not the only one with sideboard plan. One's probably gonna dig for something that's worth 4 mana. He could have dug something for 5 mana if he didn't have to cycle into it, but that it is what it is. And our opponent concedes, can't find anything. So there we go. Yeah, so yeah, pretty much stuff like that. If your creatures are quite good, you can leave the non. I'm playing basically to leave the non-creature stuff in the back. In a sense, I don't need to have all of them here at once. I just need to have enough to play a normal game, then use the sideboard to go above and beyond. That said, yeah, it's pretty much Flood of Tears, Commanded Dread Horde. This is definitely not keepable. You know, this is slightly better. I'm gonna bin the Massacre Girl. I don't like this. I guess if there's one way to lose, it's simply not. Could I have just kept? Okay, actually there. So we can lead into Ashiok at least. We don't have Alirios. Opponent goes Orzhov Enforcer, so I guess I would. There's also Judith. That's also a plan. Let's just play Ashiok by some time. Let's also start using our opponents. Ooh. Well, not so great. It's 2 lands, but we did take out Elspeth's Nightmare, and well, Golden Egg's not so great either. Opponent has Sigiled Sword, so that's a problem. Got Robber of the Rich, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna wait for our opponent to spend mana to equip. Ooh, that's much better. Wait, spend mana to equip. I'm gonna burn it out with Slaying Fire. Opponent probably suspects that too. Okay, Temple of Deceit. So now we have our blue source, and we can also definitely keeping that up top. Okay, took out the Murder. Actually, here's a plan. We'll play Judith. Reason being, if our opponent equips Sword and attacks, I can block the token, then I can snipe the token. I can block the Knight token, then I can snipe this. Then I can snipe this token. Yeah, we got a plan here. So Ashiok absorbed quite a bit of damage. One seems to be still stuck. I'm definitely playing the Robber of the Rich, going for the axe. See what we... Okay, snipes a land. Opponent's not to 15 cards, so Robber of the Rich might get there. Probably not. Opponent's eventually bound to hit their mana. How many lands did I snipe? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. In case 8 lands, one's probably gonna just block that dodge card. And at least Rekindling Phoenix is annoying enough that I could snipe whatever this is. Opponent finally hits 5 mana. Ah, gosh, Lyra. Okay, Commanded Dread Horde doesn't do it. Do I still have any burn spells? Oh. I can't cast D-Spark. Commanded Dread Horde does. Inevitable End does it. A Crone Ward does it. Spark Harvest does it too. taking a Crow and 1. Opponent is not equipping. Yeah, this one's very high risk. But then again, I don't have any removal on the sideboard. Dusky can sell that. Okay, sure. He could equip it with. Okay, finally hits the mana. Down to 9 cards. Equips that, sure. So, Cavalier of Dawn. Okay, gets Lyra back. Gives us a token. Opponent's down to 8 cards. We might still... We have to play a defensive game at this point. Oh, I should not have played that land. So the thing is, we have to play a defensive game. Opponent's down to 8 cards. Nightmare Shepherd. Tomic. Let's see how he attacks. Because I don't mind our opponent gaining a ton of life. Okay. Because I don't think... I wasn't going to win that way anyway. So, yeah, get that back. That's going to keep coming back forever. Spark Double, we can use it to copy... Copy Rekindling Phoenix is probably an okay... Yeah, because we have a Nightmare Shepherd to be concerned with. Opponent's down to 6 cards. Elspeth conquers death. Okay, that's a problem. And they snipe the actual Phoenix, so we're gonna need to survive X number of turns. 6 more cards. Okay. Let's say take the hit for now. Mind Stone. Okay, that's not bad. Play Mind Stone. Yeah, I should not have played that land. Chandra's Pyro Helix. We'll have to do a check. 5. He will swing with everything. So I need to snipe this one now. Come on, use your ability. Oh, he does? He draws a card, so he's down to 4 turns. Are I still gonna lose unless I can snipe one of these 2? Eldest Reborn. Each opponent sacrifices a creature. Magus Rider. Was finally able to play everything. So let's see how much damage I take. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So I have to jump block. Wait. Block with the egg because I'm not getting anything back anyway. Next question. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's exact. So I have to block with this. We'll see. Yeah, I don't have a way to mill out the next 4 cards. It's probably good. Yeah, it's a good game. So, well, we kind of got a bit cocky on that one. That one's a bit... Our opponent was finally able to play all their good stuff. We also made a few mistakes, basically playing out the lands. I'm guessing a Crow and War is probably not... I wanted to close it out early. That was probably a mistake. The better play would have been... Flood of... Better thing to get would have been Flood of Tears. It would have meant that both of us would have had to rebuild, but that's perfect. That would have been perfectly fine. It would have bought, with the lands he had, it would have bought a lot more time. Okay, so I'm taking a risk with this only because we got treasure map. And our opponent gets Loyal Pegasus. Red source? No, it's okay. So we need to hit a red source if so Chandra's Pyrohelix does something. These are, we're not getting hit right now. Okay, got a red source. Let's see if our opponent somehow plays an X1. No, it's an X3. So we're now drawing into lands. We do have the mana for bake into a pie if we really have to. Sentinel's Eyes. Yeah, we're baking that. Let's see what else. Oh, we can actually just Exclusion Mage. This could be annoying. Let's see if opponent plays anything else. Okay, doesn't play anything else. We will Treasure Map. So he wants Mind Stone. Not so. Well, technically it's not too bad. Because this allows us to play Mind Stone into Exclusion Mage. Opponent. Well, if our opponent has let's see, does our opponent have the Favor of the Gods? Nope, doesn't have Favor of the Gods. He will get to replay it, which is actually good because I will already have the mana for Shivan Fire. Let's see if that bake for something else. Also, we need to remember we need to stockpile on lands. Okay. Elspeth's Nightmare, Snipes Exclusion Mage. Nothing else new. And it doesn't play anything else. Okay, we need double red. In fact, we kind of need triple red. So I'll pass the turn. We will. Yeah, we're definitely gonna lose one card. There was no way around it. Let's see what our opponent plays. Opponent still hasn't played anything. That's interesting. Well, then again, we haven't played much of anything either. We just barely caught up. It's starting to look like everyone's pretty much playing the waiting game, or at least as long as I have answers, I don't play out my stuff. It's basically a game of chicken at this point. I will get to draw more cards, so that's something. When it goes Finale of Glory, X equals 3. Okay, that's enough. Okay, definitely that goes to the bottom. Okay, there we go. Something not so bad. Also, Rampaging Ferocidon's not bad either. Not like I was getting any of those. What? Opponent plays Glass Casket. Yeah, he did. It's literally just all removal. let's limit the damage a little bit. Opponent has a pump effect now? Restore Seal. Okay, sure. Okay, Tybalt's actually fine. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, we can catch someone unaware. I like how the mana was tapped though. Point plays Tomic. Sentinel's Eyes on Tomic. Can't swing it with it quite yet. Let's see your opponent play the last card. Dead weight. Okay, sure. Both kind of dangerously close though, so this is a problem.
Oh, they're so cute.
Yeah, the Stormfist Crusader probably not the greatest plan. Yeah. Okay, Dreadcore Butcher is better. Yes, I did say I wanted. So I'm gonna swing with Stormfist Crusader. Only because at least it takes out one token. But we really need to draw something great. Only plays Erebos, so... Opponent's probably gonna pass. If he swings, I block. It's kind of obvious that he has a combat trick, but there's no way around it. He can sack to... Oh, so that's the play. Well, I have no choice. I cannot just take the hit. Actually, I could... Yeah, because I could sack a treasure, see what I can get off the top. Hope it's not double black removal. Opponent is not going for it though. Also cannot get Rampaging Ferocidon back. Spark Double is better. No. Oh wait, Massacre Grill. Hold on. So that's 2 triggers. Snipes this. Yeah, it'll clear the board. It'll also get rid of tricks, unfortunately, but I have no way out of it. But I'd rather have double Massacre Girl anyway at this point. Our opponent doesn't have counterspell. And making them indestructible doesn't quite count. He's probably deciding they could sack 1, 2, 3, 4. Nope. And if it got that bad, I could just spark double Massacre. I could just spark double my Massacre Girl. Yeah, because the opponent's deciding right now that if sacking one of their creatures preemptively to take out one of mine, it can't just be one of these two, because I would end up just pinging this. Doesn't matter. Trix was never gonna survive anyway. Opponent does get the draw card. That's fine. So we got a bunch of triggers. I'm gonna just ping them an opponent because I know the whole board's gonna get wiped anyway. Yeah, there's no way. Could it? Oh, opponent's now gonna. Opponent refills their hand quickly. Yeah, okay, let's not play that. Oh, Alerios. He's fine. We'll save the spark double for when our opponent reloads the board. If any, he has to play 2 creatures in order to block map. And the other thing I can do is I can actually play Alerios first, then Spark Double Massacre Girl, so if our opponent does get the whole board up immediately. So that's a plan. One Knight of Grace, Hexproof and black. He needs a second creature to block it though. It's only hexproof, it's not exactly protection. It has hexproof from black, but I. Okay, there's the Avalanche. Okay. Hold on. 1, 2, 3. Okay, now I send this to attack. Opponent decides to block, has first strike, it wipes the entire board. Well, it has first strike. But he does need to double block. Doesn't matter though, the plan was literally just to wipe everything, so it was really a suicide squad. Opponent's now down to 5. Hopefully we can draw a removal spell so that if our opponent just plays 2 blockers, we can sneak in. Sun's Grace. Plays Sentinel's Ice, gets another token. We really need a removal spell. That said, Massacre Girl just trades. Not great. Yeah, we need a way to off this. Hopefully it's on the top. Rankle Master Pranks. Okay, this is not so great. Wait. You may pay 2 life, so our opponent is not gonna go down. Also, he's gonna gain life off this. This is horrible. Actually, no, it's a good game. Probably, yeah, I should have swung. Opponent would have gained a ton of life, but that was literally my. It's not even much of an out as much as it is staving off the inevitable. Am I regretting not playing green-red right now? Not so much. The mana base is admittedly a bit is quite janky, albeit honest. Probably, but the little greed didn't hurt that much. Unfortunate. Okay, so I get play Dreadhorde Busher, Pay of Wishes. Okay, this one's a bit of a risk. We at least have Temple of Deceit to. Okay, we got 3 mana. We need to set up for at least 4. Pyrohelix. Pyrohelix starting to feel a bit weak. But you know what? I'll keep it. That might be my famous last words, but I have no idea what our opponent's... Okay. So, opponent probably has removal. Black Lance. That's actually fine. Well, he does gain some life. But at least we got rid... At least we got the darn thing out of the way. That's a shame. I probably would have preferred our opponent. Gutter Snipe. Okay, now we're playing Pyrohelix. Really want to hit one more land. Interesting. Joyra into Spark Double. But the Spark Double does nothing except... Well, keep her alive, I guess. Yeah, our curve is off. Is quite janky. Drill bit. Opponent probably just gonna take Ilharg. Or Joyra. Fae of Wishes is also possible because there's so many things you can get out of that. Yes, all of a sudden, these decisions are not that easy. It'd be easier if I... Opponent's probably gonna take something that's a 4-drop because I'm kind of mana shy. Okay, took the Ilharg. Opponent doesn't know we have exclusion range, so we can... Ah, come on! And I can't bounce it. Okay. I forgot this one existed. Ah. Whew, that's horrible. Lava Coil. Yeah, we're probably not... Well, it's a horrible way to end, but we did hit the 1 hour mark, so I'm not too... Okay, we got you. We now need a... Well, black source is okay, but another blue source is not too bad either. With Night Reaper, I will trade. If only so I don't have to worry about bouncing it accidentally. Shadow Spear. Okay, Dismal Backwater. Oh, interesting. We can bounce the Midnight Reaper temporarily. If only to buy a little bit of time. I can also play Copy of Alirios. It'll give me another token again, so that's not too bad. Ugh, Doom is good. And I'm not... Let's see if our opponent does have removal for this. We'll be taking quite a bit. Oh no, it has life. Well, if our opponent equips this to this and doesn't get, we can Spark Double Exclusion Mage just to get something. Hoping to hit one of our actual removal spells though. Bake is not so bad. Yeah, Shadow Spear's nuts. Actually, we're playing 3 mana. We probably should have been playing Traveler's Amulet also, but that's how it goes. Well, definitely swinging with the entire team. Let's see if we're... Captivating Crew. Okay, not so good. I could play this just to draw a land. Problem with Captivating Crew is that it takes one of our stuff. I need something else that's not red. Well, our Fae of Wishes is gone, so I might as well just play it. I'm gonna offer the trade. See, opponent's obviously not gonna take it. Opponent replays Doom Whisper, so we're not gonna use that. We can't play Bake, so I have to play Tricks to draw into a card. Rankle. Can't play that either. The worst thing is now our opponent's going to use Captivating Crew. Oh, and Labyrinth of Scophos as well. Yeah. You know what? I'll give this one another shot. Equips. So that's 11 damage. We'll be down to 1. Okay. So we need the boats. Nope, that's it. Yeah, our opponent ruined blasting our land. That was horrible. Yeah, so that was a huge risk. It was definitely not worth it. But you get to see me make the mistake, so maybe you don't have to. Wait, that was two wins. Did I get the cards or no? Okay, that's weird. I'm gonna take a look at the deck building, see if anything showed up. Nope. Well, I did get the gold. That's certain. Hold on, 2 wins. That's 750 gold. Yeah, I got the gold. I don't think I got the cards, or if I did, I have no idea what I got. Anyway, so that's. I'm gonna probably watch and see if other people complain about it. But anyway, that's it for this episode, the Magic Arena Run. If you like what you saw, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Turn on notifications and whatnot. Now, this is a cheaper event, but it's also it's actually very cheap considering it's sealed. Normally, you don't even get to pay gold for sealed. It's automatic gems. So, then again, you don't get to keep the card. But with the cards we're playing, I can understand why. But anyway, so what do you think about this Arena Cube sealed? Does it scratch the same itch as Well, it won't scratch the same. But does it scratch the itch of a cube style format? Or would you rather draft this? Let me know in the comments. That said, thank you very much for watching. Hope to see you guys again next time. Take care and God bless. Have a great day, everyone.